Hello, everybody, and welcome to another list video. We're continuing our community rankings. We're going to be judging our community, but as we learned last time, we're in a fantastic echo chamber where we just agree with them, and we're all like, yes, yes. So let's see if it carries over to the Seekers.
They're actually in our echo chamber.
That is true.
We're
true.
the content creators.
That is true. Yeah. That is actually technically how it goes, huh? Yeah. Also, just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who, after the Guardian video went up, put all their votes in for the Rogue video because we got like almost 200 responses, which is pretty sick. The Mystic one is currently down in the description that you can go click in and vote for right now, and go give Jim Culver some love. Someone said, in the Jim Culver, one of the patrons, because they get it early, they said, you did not put 11, so add a 10 to my 1. Which I, which I thought was pretty funny.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good comment.
All right, so we have the top 5 here. At the end, I'll list the order of everybody, but who do you guys think? This is a pretty easy question. We're looking at Seekers here. This one's going to be hard and fast and nice and simple. Who do you think is number 1 for Seekers?
That's actually a bit of a tough question. I think there's some dissent about... it's probably Rex. It's got to be Rex. I could see it being Amanda, but it's got to be Rex.
I mean, Amanda's trash, so...
It's all 2s.
Yeah.
Clicks in the vote, 1.
Yeah. Goes to different IPs, like different computers, goes to the library, 1. No, he'd give her a 2 because she has 2s and everything. That's the Brynway,
Yeah, it is.
She's got 2s, therefore the number of the voting should be 2.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It does make sense, yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think Rex is very strong, but I also think that anybody who thinks that, Mandy's not better than him is,
Untabooed Rex, I think, is better than Mandy.
Yeah, but,
but
that doesn't exist. As far as I'm concerned.
The card that Justin posted to vote on does not have the errata on it.
That is true.
I tell everybody I've played with that he was misprinted.
I do too.
Yeah.
But not everyone...
Because I don't make them play with the other taboo rules.
I started making
but I'm like, hey,
family play with the taboo rules. That's exhausting.
You can't play this. You can't play this misprinted card as written. It's got to be the way that the designers intended.
You know, speaking of taboo, there was a good conversation yesterday in our Discord about Jeremiah Kirby, and just a moment of silence for that man. He definitely did not deserve to get hurt like that.
I, for one, am simply pleased that for once a yellow card was punished for the existence of green cards.
Yeah. Speaking of taboos, I actually think that David Renfield did not get tabooed for Amina's and Sunita's sins.
What do you think?
I think he got tabooed for Charlie's sins and Bonnie's.
Oh, that actually is a great point. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's an absurd amount of resources you can generate.
It is, yeah. No, that's a good call. Yeah. And honestly, it might still be worth it at 3.
Yeah.
It might still be. That's a lot of money.
It is.
That's the truth. I do think that untabooed Mandy is also kind of nuts.
Yeah, she's
right. Untabooed, you play a 30-card deck. You're like, this is 0-costed ally says fuck the game mechanics.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry, I probably shouldn't cuss in a community video.
No, you can. You can cuss. You can. Yeah.
It's if they're assuming that they're both taboo, it's probably Mandy, and it's probably Amanda. But if either one of them isn't tabooed, it's that one, and if they're both untabooed, I think it's kind of a toss-up.
Cool.
But those 3 are definitely the top 3.
All right, then. Let me then flip it. Who do you think was the lowest rated? So notably, no one got below a 6. Guardians, their lowest was in the 4. I think Sister Mary had a 4. No parallels.
Probably Joe then.
Probably Amanda. 2s are really bad.
I can say it was Joe. Joe is 6.21, so he was the lowest rated. But why don't we get to our top 5, then I'll do all the other lower rated ones. Some I think are a little bit strange. Well, actually, one in specific I think is a little bit strange. All right, number 5 with a score of 7.63 out of 10. So that's almost as high as the top, the number 2 Guardian. And we have Norman Withers.
That's very fair.
Yeah, he's a Book v Shroud. Yeah.
You do play Book v Shroud. It's just Book plus Deduction v Shroud every turn. Not.
Man.
It should be.
So how are you getting a deduction in your deck? It's against the deck building rules.
God.
Probably.
No. Not normally.
He's only allowed to play skills. Everyone, or
Events, yeah, it's true, yeah.
everyone knows that.
I played him yesterday with, I actually did the Astronomical Atlas loop for the first time. It's like, he can have other builds that I think are, like, more fair, but that's, like, wild.
Yeah.
Especially also when I realized, like, you get Divination, the upgraded one, do the new Ghastly Possession, and just loop 3 charges onto your Divination endlessly.
Yeah, you can
Seems
even, like,
really...
commit your stupid deduction to your deduction, or your other test spell.
And then, like,
Divination.
and then, like, you hold the deduction on your Astronomical Atlas, so if you have anything that discards your hand, you can just say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also just put, like, Deny Existence.
And there's also that fucking Foresight card,
Oh, yeah.
which you can just stop the weakness when you draw it, which is incredible. Yeah, he's a good card. He's very strong.
He's a pretty good investigator.
Yeah. Except
I don't know.
when you
Like,
only play him with events.
My experience with him is like 5v3, and you just do that over and over again. And then sometimes you're like, I drew a rat, and Preston's like, I can't help you with that. And you're like, 2v1.
And then you draw like 6
and over
blessed
again.
tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see it.
I mean, in all fairness, the only time we've also played him at the table as a group, apart from when you did your weird look at the top card of the deck build, he hurt his arm, and then we retired the campaign.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really good for like the 1 or 2 scenarios I got to play him though.
Yes, yeah. I can see why you like the Mystic Seeker card pool is very fun.
It's very fun.
All right, number 4 with a 7.89 is Daisy Walker, the librarian. Yeah, I think that's very fair.
She's just got like big number.
5 book again. Yeah.
Yep, and like a free action every turn that's worth something.
Yeah.
Yeah, great card pool. She's got that Mystic Seeker
Seeker,
again.
yeah.
It's a pretty good card pool, it turns out. Guess who else is going to rank real highly in their category, I bet.
Yeah, Mr. Robinson. I mean, his pool could just be Mystics, and he probably... Or just like Mystic
I mean,
02, Seeker 02, and his movement ability is just still so powerful.
If we're being perfectly honest, his card pool could probably be like
Seeker 02.
Mystic 0.
Yeah.
Seeker 0.
Yeah.
No further actions, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Like, you can upgrade into neutral cards if you want, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still be pretty
Hold on,
alright.
like the black cat over here, like, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's not much to say about Daisy. 5 books, she's good. Next one with an 8.63 is actually Amanda.
What are you guys smoking? Because, like, it must be fun.
Yeah. It's the witchweed.
Yeah.
I think I get this one because Amanda does have she's like
A skill floor.
yeah, like it can go badly. My first Amanda went pretty rough, and then my second one I was like, I don't think I ever want to play her again because she's kind of just boring.
Yeah, I played her the first time. I was like, this is kind of neat, and then I played her again, and I was like, this is kind of... I mean, that curse deck was fun.
Yeah.
But it's not like a deck I would need to play Amanda for.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, we never
Like,
actually.
twos are pretty bad. 5s are pretty good. 5s are like 2s that are upside down.
Well, if I told you she actually had...
Is that what's going on?
That actually is
Like,
true, huh?
She actually has 6s, Bryn.
No,
No.
you can,
Yeah, okay. I know
can
that
see
they
it
look
says
like
2.
2s. They look like 2s, but they're actually 6s. They're just tricking you.
No.
My favorite thing about watching someone play Amanda is the turn they're like, oh, this is my turn where I don't do anything, and they just like put some stupid card under them, play a card, and then you're just like, oh, okay, and then they're like, now I do something. It's like just get like a million
Take 6
things.
clues this turn, please.
Yeah, it's stupid. All right, number 2 with a 9.8. So this
Holy shit.
so this is really high. This
Holy
is like
shit.
like
It's
with
a 9.2 average.
no 9.8.
9.8 is average.
Yeah. So yeah.
So what, like Travis and one other guy voted?
No,
Apparently.
like
Yeah, like I
No,
gave
we had
her
a
a
high-
10, and some other dude gave her them a 9.6.
so sorry. Okay, so
That's wild.
it'd be a 9.08. So not like a 9.08. So
Oh,
still very
okay,
high.
okay.
Yeah, still very high.
All right, that does sound like more people than just
Yeah.
Travis.
But there was 100 people, and this is still a 9.08 for
Yeah.
this, which is kind of crazy. And that is Mandy Thompson.
Yeah, I bet that like it being 9.08 is people voting on whether she's tabooed or not.
Yes, there was a lot of comments saying like this was the tabooed one, which I think is fair. Like I can understand when people say that she's weaker with the new taboo list
Well, yeah,
because
that's the intention.
yeah.
Yeah, but like not that much.
And I mean like because for the sticking point for me why she's still so strong is because you play search effects because searching through your deck is good, and she just basically doubles up that card when you play it, right? So, and also like they're like not printing search effects anymore, which they even now know that like Mandy is just too dangerous with them, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, search effects I don't think are inherently dangerous. I think the number of cards you get to look at is maybe, like, where the real problem starts to lie. Like, you know, research librarian, because you just get to look at all of them, as opposed to, like, Wit and Green, where you get to look at, like, 6.
Yeah.
Admittedly, with Mandy, if you're looking for a specific thing, it's 9 cards, and, like, still a lot of cards.
Yeah. And she still has 5-book. And she still has that
She's an absurd stat line.
crazy stat line. Yeah.
It's wild to me that they had, like, apparently they thought, like, the Mandy Tony deck building was bad. And so they just gave them, like, nuts abilities and stat lines.
Yeah.
Oh, it is bad.
No?
Yeah.
No.
Just like you only get to play with yellow cards, and the yellow cards are the good ones, so why would you want something else? Doesn't matter.
Well, Tony's really good.
Mandy's
He has to play with
broken.
green cards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
green
but
cards are really good too.
that's because like Tony doesn't have the typical rogue weakness of like I suck at everything.
Glory only gets to play with purple cards, and she like like they're all
Yeah, but purple
even
cards-
like
purple cards are,
Carson you
like-
could argue isn't nuts, but like the other 3 are just absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I'm colorblind, but if you squint at purple cards real hard, they're yellow cards pretty much. So
That
Some
mean,
of them are blue cards.
that means we have a Survivor
Yeah,
one
that
who
means-
still has to come too, right? Like Survivor's the one we're missing?
Yeah.
Interesting. And what's the off class that's missing for it?
Fuck, I don't know.
Just extrapolating, monkey in my head, typing on typewriter. No, he just pooped on the floor. Okay. Let's go to the next one.
that's because you need a number of monkeys approaching infinity.
Yeah, I just have one guy shitting on the floor up there.
Just chained to a desk.
And you have to walk in, he's starts clawing out their eyes. Yeah, my brain's not doing well. All right, number 1, we all should get who it is, with a 9.20, so like a really high
Yeah,
rating
that's pretty
again.
silly.
Yeah, and that's Rex Murphy.
Yeah.
I almost logged in to vote for this guy because of his mustache.
Yeah,
He has really nice facial hair.
It's a
yeah.
nice mustache.
He clearly takes good care
Yeah.
of it.
yeah,
Like honestly, just like the way it like frames his face with his hairstyle too.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's like a reverse.
Yeah.
He has the mustache in his hair.
No,
but-
he's got a real good stylist or sense of style. They have personal stylists or whatever for the news
probably.
organizations.
Yeah,
and the
definitely.
toys.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they're
Doyle,
crushing it. He dresses well.
I just like to think that this
He has
is
no control over other aspects of his life.
yeah, this is the only thing you can control. I like to think of it as Rex just got sick of being like the joke character and was like, I'm gonna become God now. You know.
You know, we played Eldritch Horror not last
Yeah.
weekend, but the weekend
Oh, yeah?
before. Bryn rolled Rex, and he became God.
Oh really? That's sick. That's sick. Yeah.
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 Every couple of turns they were like, what are you gonna do? And I was like, I don't know, but like I got a cursed sphere, so I'm probably gonna flip a curse.
Yeah.
Like try to do something with my like 9s or whatever.
And I assume you guys won. You're like, oh no, we still lost.
No, we won.
Nice. All right. So the other ones, Joe was in last place with 6.21. Vincent was 6.4.
I don't know if people just haven't played him yet.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Vince is very powerful. Like, you don't think he's like super. I put him in like
Yeah.
low 7s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably like around 7, maybe an 8.
Yeah.
If you're being generous.
Yeah.
I think the thing about Vincent is that he looks a lot like Carolyn from the outside, where it's like this character doesn't do anything good, but turns out if you just get to ignore a type of damage, like life's pretty okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also like gifting unexpected courages is not nothing. Right.
He's not nothing.
Yeah. Ursula had a 6.6. And then
She's so
That's
much
bonkers.
better than Amanda. She's got a 4.
I'm pretty sure I gave her like I think I voted in this one. I gave her like a 4.
I mean, I'd probably, like, I think that Ursula is like really good in like 2-player because, you know, the compression of the actions. But then in 3 or 4, she's very unimpressive. Yeah. And then actually Harvey and Min each tied with 7.16. So good to
That's
them.
fair.
Yeah, good to both of them. Just tied. They were like sharing victory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of unlikely. They both got the exact same. That's pretty wild.
Just sitting there shaking hands like, man, sure am glad I'm not a green character.
Yeah. Yeah, like we didn't make the top 5, but we beat the majority of the Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll be looking at the rogue ones in the near future, as well as Mystic Survivors, and then, I mean, probably not
We're
neutrals.
just not gonna do any other ones.
I mean,
End of the series.
we joke, but like the next one's gonna be like in like 4
Where did
weeks. So,
Where did Kate Winthrop score?
oh, I didn't put her on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I thought we were ranking all of them.
no, those ones don't exist. They're not real. You dreamed them, Bryn. You dreamed them. You're just like Mark Harrigan with bandolier built in.
Mark Harrigan, extra paw slots.
Yeah.
Extra paw slots, and he's got a
I've
machine
done
gun?
it.
This is so cool.
We still got to do that run where we do Dream Eaters, where we're the real versions and the
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
versions. Yeah, we still
we
got.
got Kate Winthrop has to come out, so we
That
got
is
all the
true.
options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
And Travis wants to play
Just
the
not
secret.
play that one. Like,
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
it's a choice.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back with more Arkham in the near future. Have a good one. Make sure to go vote in the Mystic one down below. And GG's.